Harvest Festival event is around the corner in Pokemon Go. We have 2 new Pokemon Go debuts along with 1 item. We have 2 shiny boosts to certain Pokemon. We've got some interesting bonuses that we want to help you guys take advantage of, and right at the end we will discuss some top tips and targets you want to be looking out for. This is the Harvest Festival with Go With Us. The Harvest Festival will be taking place this Friday, October the 10th at 10 a.m. running until next Thursday, October 16th at 8 p.m. local time, which brings about our new Pokemon Go debut. Dipplin as well as Hydrapple, the evolved form of Dipplin. Both of these Pokemon were introduced during the Teal Mask DLC of Generation 9, which is the extra content for the Scarlet and Violet games. Like Applin's evolutions, both of these Pokemon are also Grass and Dragon type. In order to evolve Applin into Dipplin though, you're gonna need 200 Applin candy as well as 20 syrupy apples, which are the new items introduced during this Harvest Festival event. If you want to evolve Dipplin into Hydrapple, you're gonna need 400 Applin candy as well as catching 7 Dragon-type Pokemon with Dipplin as your buddy. If we have a look at Hydrapple's base stats, which is the final evolution, you can see that its max CP is 3656, which is pretty solid, an attack of 216, which is okay, a defense of 118, which is just below average, but a stamina of 235, which is pretty good. The fast attacks it will have access to is going to be Dragon Tail, Bullet Seed, and Rollout, and the charge moves will be Seed Bomb, Dragon Pulse, and Outrage. Because of the Dragon and Grass typing, it's going to resist Ground, but it's going to double resist Electric, Grass, and Water, but it is going to be weak to Bug, Dragon, Fairy, Flying, and Poison, but double weak to Ice. A little bit later, we're going to look at Hydrapple to see how good it really is in Pokemon Go. Let's move on to the bonuses. It looks like it's going to be 2 times catch candy for catching Pokemon with Pineapple as well as Silver Pineapple berries, which is a very interesting bonus. There's an increased chance to encounter shiny Smoliv as well as shiny Pumpkaboo. And as we said before, there are going to be an increased chance of finding apples around Pokestops with Mossy Lure Modules. Moving on to those wild spawns, again, they are cutting the wild spawns, so we don't actually know fully what will be spawning in the wild, but what they have listed here is going to be Miltank, Combi, Smoliv, and of course you may encounter Applin. However, we've done a little bit of previous research, and to try and fill out some of these spawns, these are some of the Pokemon that have been spawning in previous events. It's not guaranteed that they will spawn now. We've seen Oddish, Execute, Hoppip, Sunkern, Zigzagoon, as well as Bunnelby. There will be a global collection challenge for all trainers where we're going to have to catch and evolve certain Pokemon to receive rewards such as a Mossy Lure Module, Stardust, as well as this new syrupy apples, and more encounters with Applin. There will be Harvest Festival themed field research going down, and we do know some of those Pokemon that will be listed. We see Pumpkaboo in there at a max CP 515. Applin will be coming from there. That hundo CP is going to be 306. And Smoliv will be in there too, and that hundo is going to be 366 for your guaranteed hundo. If trainers want to upgrade their Harvest Festival experience for a total cost of $5, there will be a ticket available, and I would strongly recommend getting this from the web store. Remember, if you do get it through the web store, you will be able to progress through that track, and you will be able to claim certain premium items, which is pretty much counted by Go points. It's very worth it, especially as you get to the end of that track. It looks like if you have this ticket, you're going to get 1 or 2 extra bonuses, of which it's going to be 2 times Mossy Lure duration, which is great for those apples. This is very sick. You're also going to get increased chance to get Pineapple berries, Silver Pineapple berries, as well as Golden Raspberries when spinning Pokestops. This ticket, especially if you're looking for those Applin evolutions, is going to be a pretty good one. But now that we've just touched on that, let's look at our top tips, which first of all is going to be candy gains, like we just mentioned. Guys, the bonus here of getting double the candy from using Pineapple or Silver Pineapple berries is extremely powerful, which means you will get up to 12 to 14 candy per catch on something like the Applin. They are clearly focusing this event around Applin and its evolutions because they do know it's pretty difficult to get the candy for every single one of them, i.e. like we said, we're gonna need 1,000. So what you can do is pair this bonus with Mega Evolving a Mega Level 3 Dragon or Grass type Pokemon, because it will be able to hit that Applin every single time you do catch one. Let's say you had a Mega Venusaur or a Mega Abomasnow out to hit that Applin and you used a Pineapple berry or a Silver Pineapple berry, guys, you're talking up to 15-16 candy per catch. If you just do the multiplication over time, especially if there are a lot of Applin spawning around those Mossy Lure modules, this is going to be your most effective way and probably the best event we've seen in a long time to try and get all that candy for Applin. Tip number 2, Stardust gains. There are no Stardust bonuses in this event. However, there are 2 separate events in this week that are going to make a difference. The first one is going to be the Petalil Spotlight Hour, which I believe is happening on the 14th on Tuesday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, and that is going to be 2 times catch Stardust. Try throwing a star piece for the duration of that hour, which means every single Petalil you will catch is going to grant you 250 Stardust per catch, and if it's weather boosted, you're going to get even more. A great opportunity to try and stack up those Stardust gains. On top of that though, we know that Combi will be spawning in the wild. As we know, and if you didn't know, Combi grants 750 Stardust per catch, and in windy weather, I think it's 937 Stardust per catch. Guys, that is absolutely broken. If you're finding yourself in windy or rainy weather and the spawn is common, this could be a great opportunity to bank the Stardust. But remember, only 1 in 8 Combi is going to be a female, and as we know, to get Vespi Queen in the game, only female Combi can evolve into Vespi Queen. So if you happen to get a shiny female Combi, you would definitely be one of the only people that had a shiny Vespi Queen. Tip number 3 is going to be about XP gains, and we know that we've said this a couple of times, but guys, remember, on the 14th of October, the XP celebration will eventually come to an end, and level 50 will be scrapped and the game will update, which means it's your last opportunity to take advantage of these XP gains. Remember, every single Pokemon you catch, especially on an excellent throw, is granting you 2,000 XP per catch. If we throw in a lucky egg, you're going to get 4,000 XP per catch. But it doesn't end there. Guys, if you look at the mega raids going down during the start of this event, particularly, you can see that Mega Swampert, Mega Blaziken, as well as Mega Sceptile will be in mega raids. This is a huge opportunity to go after those Pokemon to get the hundo. You really want to get the mega energy, but remember, every single raid you complete is going to grant you an additional 3,000 XP because of the XP celebration event. So on a lucky egg, guys, you could really be maximizing the XP at almost 30,000 XP per raid, and if you throw that excellent throw as well, you're probably going to reach that. Please go after these mega raids. And if you guys are looking for Shadow Latias, remember, that is going to be the shadow raids for the month of October on your weekend. So that could also be another opportunity to go after a Pokemon that is going to grant you more XP. Now let's look at some targets very quickly. The first one we're actually going to highlight is going to be Miltank. Miltank does have a beautiful shiny. Go after that if you don't have it. But more than that, in the Great League right now, it's currently ranked 200 as of recording this video. That optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 0-14-14, but it's actually in the Ultra League where this thing shines really well right now. Currently, as of recording this video, it's currently ranked 78 with XL Candy, and that optimal IV set you want there is going to be a 4-15-15. So even in weather boosted weather, you will be able to get this IV combination. Miltank, very underrated in the Ultra League. Now, because we're focusing on Applin a lot during this video, Hydrapple is going to be the one you really want to go after. But is there a reason why? And is it even good in Pokemon Go? Well, if we go back to his base stats again, unfortunately, just because of that attack value, it's not going to measure up against the stronger dragons that are in that category, and even in the grass type category, its moveset just doesn't serve it very well at all. However, in the future, it does actually have 2 signature moves. One is going to be Fickle Beam, which is a dragon type move, and the other one is going to be Syrupy Bomb, which is a grass type move, which will both be charge moves, and this could dramatically increase his Pokemon strength. However, I just don't think as a raid attacker it's going to stack up against anything that we might already have. More than that, in the Go Battle League, this is maybe where the Pokemon could shine best for now. However, because of its typing, it's not a great typing. It does have quite a few weaknesses, especially to certain Pokemon that are in the meta. So right now, it's probably going to be more of a Dex entry, but it's a very cool looking Pokemon. And eventually, once that shiny Applin does get released, that shiny would definitely be well sought after. We did mention them already, but please do not forget about Mega Sceptile, Mega Swampert, as well as Mega Blaziken. We told you why a little bit earlier. These Pokemon are incredibly good. But remember, those Megas are changing over, I believe, on the 14th, and Mega Salamence as well as Mega Mawile will be coming into Mega Raids. Mega Mawile shares a Fairy and Steel typing, which isn't very good as a raid attacker or in the Go Battle League at all, but because it shares that typing, it's a really good Pokemon to get to Mega Level 3, so you can extract that candy as well as XL Candy for the Steel and Fairy typing. But on Mega Salamence's side, it's a little bit of a different conversation. If you do not have Mega Rayquaza on your team, and we know Mega Rayquaza raid day is coming up soon, trust me, Mega Salamence is a great pick. It is one of the best flying type attackers in the game. I believe it's the 4th or 5th, and right now in the dragon type category, because of Dragon Tail and Outrage, it is hitting tremendously hard, and it's a pretty bulky Pokemon as well because it resists a lot of different things. Go after Mega Salamence. It's always going to be one of the better Mega Pokemon in Pokemon Go for the foreseeable future. If you guys want to see everything going on during the month of October, or you want to see everything going on this next week in Pokemon Go, please check it out on these 2 end screens right now. We packed this video for you guys. This is the Harvest Festival with Go With Us. Please smash that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate your support. We're growing every day, and we can only do it without you guys. Love you. See you in the next one, baby.